I'm Maka Coates, and I'm the creator of Banshee, an Appalachian Horror Musical. The first act takes place during the coal mining wars, where the energy companies and the mining companies were in cahoots with the government to pretty much create slave labor with the coal miners. So they were abusing them every way they could because they could get away with it. The coal miners started fighting back. The woman in the play, Michaelia, is in love with a boy from town who becomes a miner to be with her. Once he becomes a miner, he starts the strikes with the union. He wants to form a union. He gets death threats, and then one night they come in when they're sleeping, and they kill her, they kill her baby, and they kill him. And she rises from her dead body as the Banshee. And the entire rest of the play is about her getting revenge. Kill my baby in his bed before my very eyes. I was inspired to write it because of where my family came from. My grandpa was a coal miner for the unions in West Virginia. His father died in the mines when he was a small child, and his father's father also died in the mines. And I wanted to write something about that part of our country that's been forgotten and kind of not given its due. And I also wanted to write something scary, because I love horror movies, and I wanted to represent something that shows the strength of the women that come from that part of our country. The music is, I've used a few traditional bluegrass songs that I grew up with, and then the music that I wrote, mostly I wrote it a cappella. I did all the different voices myself. There's different vocal parts for the Banshees. A Banshee, it originates in Ireland, Scotland, Wales, that area. It is a fairy that when you hear her crying or screaming, somebody in that family that she follows, because they all follow a particular family, somebody in that family is going to die. So she warns of imminent death. I want people, first of all, to be thrilled. I want this to change the way people see theater. Most theater out there, you know what to expect. With mine, I don't think you're going to know what to expect. I want them to get chills, and I want them to look at each other like, did that just happen? Like, I want that reaction throughout the play. My grandpa, he was raised by his great Aunt Junie, which makes her my great Aunt Junie. She was a character. She would walk around with a corncob pipe. She chawed tobacco. She had a spittoon by the door. She was a mountain woman. So I kind of created Granny Junie in the first act, and then there's Grandma Opal in the second act. So I kind of molded those characters after the mountain women. My mentor his name is Tegan Summer. He is a Broadway producer, and he's also going to be acting as my dramaturg. So he's going to guide me through the process of getting my show to the red carpet of Broadway. I just did a reading in New York. I got a cast full of New York actors, Equity. They've been on Broadway, off-Broadway, television, and movies, and they all play bluegrass instruments. I'm planning on doing a second reading and getting some funds together, finding some investors to help us get this workshopped and then moved on down the line to Broadway. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this interview that I've given for PHL17. I hope you join me in the future. Go to bansheemusical.com, and hopefully soon I'll see you on Broadway.